You always hear police say that when the weather is hot and humid, there is more crime because people are on edge. But does constantly windy weather, like we've had this spring, also send people over the edge?
Well, that's the debate. And as News 13's Jim Winchester found out, the theory goes back hundreds of years. Jim is live downtown with the story.
That's right, Diane and Dick. In fact, there's been a number of studies that have already been done on this topic, not just linking wind to anger, but linking wind even to crime. Are they full of hot air? Certain psychologists link wind to anger. A UCLA professor cites hundreds of years of history when certain European cultures believed if someone committed murder during windy weather, they were only partially to blame. At one time in Egypt's past, any contract signed on a windy day was not considered binding. In modern-day times, Los Angeles has become the hub of research on the effects of wind on humans. In the 60s, professors used statistics to show that more crimes were committed in L.A. on days when the Santa Ana winds were howling. Since then, an Israeli physicist says high winds bring too many positive ions into the atmosphere, making people unhappy. Studies in Switzerland show suicide rates increased there on windy days. And back in L.A. on those windy days, some teachers say kids become unmanageable. But what about here in Albuquerque? We spoke to a UNM professor familiar with behavior patterns, and he doesn't believe there's any psychological link between mood and winds. Albuquerque police say they've never even studied it. But go to a local golf course and you'll find plenty of people who get very irritated by the wind.
I don't play when it's windy.
Do you buy into that?
Not generally, but I'd say I do today. You got all that crud blowing around in the air. And yeah, of course, I think irritability goes up.
But despite the wind knocking down an occasional 5-iron shot, no one here believes a strong gust leads people to commit, say, murder.
But then again, you know, I did say I was irritable when the wind does go up, so maybe there is a little truth to it.
You're not going to commit a crime right now, are you?
I don't think so.
And even the famous novelist Raymond Chandler believed that the Santa Ana winds in California caused trouble. He once said that every single party, when it was windy outside, ended in a fight, and every marriage seemed to boil over. Diane, Dick, back to you.
Okay, thank you, Jim. Now, this is how windy it's been in Albuquerque. Since April 1st, the average afternoon wind gust has been 37 miles per hour.
And you know what?